So it's good to talk to you again because last couple of videos I explained that I was leaving Canada. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit something here right now. Firstly, I'm in China where I had lived for 12 and a half years in the past, and we're resettling there. And so that's why I've been kind of off base, haven't been really keeping up. I've managed to put out a couple of videos, as I said, but as you can see, the quality isn't as good as it used to be. I'm using a different system, big mess. But anyway, I wanted to share something with you that's really important, and it's something that involves a testimony that I have about the past that to me proves that God is real. In fact, so much so that I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for what happened. This is not the testimony that I had put out about a year ago about coming to Christ. This testimony is about how my life was literally saved when I was very young. So this is the story I want to tell you now, because I think a lot of people would benefit from hearing from this, believers and non-believers alike. This is the true story, and nothing that I'm about to reveal is embellished or made up in any way. So I want to let you know what happened. So here it goes. Okay, so this story has been told several times to me and to other parts of the family. It's never been shared outside the family that I know of. And it's never changed. It's never evolved. It's always remained the same. It has everything to do with my sister. It's one of my middle sisters who, because of her, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. And so here it goes. I was roughly 2 to 3 years old. She would have been close to 8, 9, I guess. And the whole family went out to the lake, probably in the summer, I would say 1977, I guess. And we were all out there. I have a very little memory of one part of this story, and she tells the rest of it from her own memory. We were out by the lake. We had a camper. We were just up above the beach on the grassy area, and I was sitting on the picnic area just outside the camper, and my brother and sisters, and I think maybe some cousins or friends were out in the lake playing in the water. And because I was the youngest one, I wasn't able to go out. I was too young to be out in the water without anyone to really watch me. So I stayed there, and my mom was with me. And I recall sort of seeing the kids out there, because I know you might think, how can you remember, you're only 3? Well, the thing is, I hung on to that memory my whole life, and because it had been talked about, we hung on to it. Now here's what happened. I guess my mom turned away. She wasn't watching for a minute or two, I don't know. She turned away, and I bolted up, and I'm like, I'm going in the water. I'm joining them. I want to have fun, right? So I went running in, and here's the part I remember. I remember just running and getting into the water. I remember splashing into the water, and then the floor just dropped out from under me. I don't remember the floor anymore. I remember sinking into the water. And the last thing I remember after that was water swirling around me. I just remember the swirling. I don't remember how I felt. I was just like, uh-oh. And I'm not on the ground anymore. I'm not standing on my feet. And water just swirling around. So that's what I remember. Now I'm going to pick up on my sister's version of the story. This is how she says it, and this is 100%, because I've spoken to her many times about it. Her story has never changed. It's always remained the same. She was playing with the others, like I said, and at that moment, she didn't look back towards the camper. She didn't even know I had left the picnic area. She felt a very strong voice inside of her to say, turn and walked to the other direction, whatever direction I had gone. I don't know. But something told her to turn and go. She never saw me. She's told me over and over again she never saw me go into the water. She didn't know anything about it. The voice said turn and go in that direction. And so she immediately did. She wasn't questioning something like that, that deep, deep voice. And after several meters walking, the voice then said, reach into the water. She couldn't see anything because it was very murky, and I know it was quite murky because it's a lake, sandy, and lots of silt in the water. She didn't see anything, but so she reached in and she just moved her arm around, not sure what she was reaching for. She's just simply following instructions to this voice. And when she reached in, she found my leg. She just found my ankle or whatever it was. And she pulled me out. So picking back on my side of the story, I felt that I had that swirling around me, and I was in there maybe, I don't know how long it was. A minute, I don't know. It all happened very fast. And she pulled me out, and I don't remember anything after that. I cannot be sure if I remember being pulled out. I just remember the water swirling around me. And so she saved me that day. And I tell you guys, God is real. And I don't know if it was God who told her or if it was an angel who told her, some guardian angel. I don't know. All I know is I should have died. There was no way. I didn't know which way, up or down. I don't know how deep the water was for me at that time. Probably not very deep for an adult. But for a 2 or 3 year old like myself, that was deep enough to drown and not be able to find my footing. I just remember just kind of giving up. I don't remember anything else. And then that hand came in and pulled me out, and it was my sister. And it was just no memory again after that. I think a few years later, my sister telling me that story again and again, and she's adamant, very adamant, telling me that she did not see me go in the water. She didn't know where I was. She hadn't even been remotely aware that I had left the camper site. And being told by that voice, whatever voice or whoever's voice that was, to go just several meters away and then to reach in, and there I was. God is real. I'm telling you, as a testimony of truth on my side, and also my sister, she stands by her word, and she has always been the one in the family that has the best memory out of all of us. She remembers the most trivial little things that no one should remember, little moments that should be past and gone, and she remembers a lot of different things. If I want to remember something about a specific thing that happened, I ask her. I'll always go to her, and she'll remember most likely than not. She'll remember that detail that I'm trying to rescue. And so I believe in her, and I believe in her side of the story, and I believe I wouldn't be here without her, and without God basically saying it wasn't my time to die. It wasn't my time to go. He had plans for me, and I owe him my life. And as you know, you could pick up on my my testimony as I went to Christ, and you'll pick up more on what happened in my life later on. And I just want you to know he's real. Pray to him. Ask him to guide you. If you're not a believer, you can ask him to reveal himself to you in whatever way he feels is right, but you need to speak with a genuine heart. You need to be real. You can't be testing and have an attitude and in the bottom of your heart you don't believe it. You're just going to do it for the sake of being able to tell everybody, look, he's not real. No, you need to have a genuine heart. You need to reach deep down inside and ask him to reveal himself to you, to speak to him, pray to him. Let him know that you want to have answers. That there's a lot of things that you might have read or from from other circles, from other atheists, and there's reasons why you feel like you don't believe in God. But you need to give God a chance, because the enemy's there. He's been out there lying to us our entire lives to make sure we don't believe. So I'm sure like me, you don't want to be deceived. You don't want to be lied to. You want to know the truth. I know deep down, every single one of you want to know the truth about whatever it might be. And for this case, you want to know the truth of God. Is God real or is he not? I'm not going to talk to you about science right now. I'm not going to tell you other reasons, scientific reasons why God is real. I'm simply telling you my story, and I want you to seek him out. So that's all I have to say right now. Go ahead and send your responses, your replies, and let me know your side. Has anything like this happened to you? Have you spoken to him? Have you tried to reach out to him in different ways? Maybe after you've watched this, give it a chance. Come back to my video and let me know what happened. I'd love to hear from you. Take care. God bless. Love you always.